Alright, hi guys. I'm going to show you how to use iMovie today. So I use iMovie for all of my videos that I'm uploading to YouTube. So in this first video, I'm just going to show you the basics. Really, I only know the basics. I'm not a pro at this, but I have been using it for a few weeks, so I've picked up a few little tips and tricks. So your iMovie app is this purple one with the white star and the video camera in the center, so I'm going to click on that. And when you guys come in here, there shouldn't be anything. So the first thing you're going to do is click on this gray box with the plus sign in the center. And we're going to want to create a movie. I haven't created a trailer or anything like that. We're just creating a movie. So it's going to take you to the stuff that you have in your photos and video folders. And what I normally do is I create the video first and I bring it in here to edit. So I have my videos right here and I'll just click on one. So I'm just using my finger to click on everything, and the one I click on has the yellow highlight. I click the check button and I create the movie. So I clicked on create movie down there. And it brings you into this editing phase. And I'm just scrolling here at the bottom. You are really working on this bottom half of your screen. And I'm just scrolling all the way to the opposite end. So the first thing I normally do is I orient it a little differently. So if you take your thumb and your middle finger and you put it on the top part of your screen, like on top of your video, and you turn to the left, it's going to orient it towards whatever way you want. You can practice that a few times. Just my thumb and my index finger orienting it different ways. So I want it face like this. So if you want to edit your video, you're going to click on it first so it has this yellow highlight around it. And there's a couple different things I use constantly that I'll show you. In a lot of my videos, since I'm drawing, I'm doing things not so quickly, not so interestingly. I like to split it and take away parts, or split it and fast forward through parts. So the split tool is going to help you just work on one area of your video. So say right here, I have like a 5-second pause I want to take out. I'm going to click on where I know the pause starts and I'm going to press the split button. So now I've split my movie. And say I have like 5 seconds right here where I'm not talking and I'm doing something else. I can take away. So when I'm moving this, I'm taking away whatever I did, and that just deletes it. Now, if at any point you want to undo something that you've done, you can click this undo button. It's this like U-turn arrow up here in the right next to the voice squiggly line, and it'll give you your video back. If I want to fast forward through, so say I'm doing something right here and it's boring and I just want to speed through it really quick, I have to make a section. So by making a section, you have to split it again. And when you're splitting it, you're not taking anything away. You're just condensing a part of your video down so you can work on it. So I've clicked back on it, and I'm going to go to speed. And if I want to speed through a part, I'm moving with my finger this little notch right here. I can move it back and forth. I could slow it down and it makes it a lot longer. And it makes it really, really slow. I can speed it up. The highest I can speed it up is to double time. And this is also going to make your voice sound really funny. So you want to go to volume, and you want to turn off your volume if you're at that point. So then you're just moving a whole lot faster. Now these little in-between areas, usually they don't really matter. They'll just like skip over and you can go right back in. If you want to make it a long pause, like you're going to a different part of your video, you just click on that middle part, and then you can change to whatever sort of theme you want. You can dissolve, slide, wipe, fade, whatever you want to do. And you can make it longer or you can make it really short. So that's the stuff I normally use. The other thing I don't use detach audio or duplicate. We went through speed, volume, titles. So I usually start my video with like a picture. So to get here, I just clicked on the camera icon. This is how you can directly get your pictures in. So I could take a picture. This could be my title. I have like a little title slide, and it does the Ken Burns effect. I'll show you that in a second. So the Ken Burns effect is the moving, zooming in on something that's important. Obviously, there's nothing important in this photo, but you have to click on your photo, pinch to position where you want to start. So I could start really far out, and then pinch to position where you want the end. And it could be this really gross chair I have right here. So it's going to go inward. And my video can be, I need new chairs. So then you start it over from the beginning. It zooms in. You have your title. I need new chairs. You can also, if there's like a part, like right here, I wanted to explain what 1-point perspective is, I could still stay on my title slide, and I could put in a definition. This is what 1-point perspective is. So then for that whole time, it's going to stay in there until it gets to the end of the condensed video I've made. So it's going to go away once we get to this fade mark. And then it's gone. So that's the only way to control how long your definitions are. And remember, the splitting technique is just for that kind of stuff. It's not going to mess up your video
at a landscape
like a weird
like
fade or anything. The other thing you can do, so if you go to the very top in the right hand corner to the plus button, or no, not the plus button, this little gear thing right here, this is how I add my theme music and different themes, and you could add a filter. I usually don't add filters. I do usually fade in from black and fade out to black. So that's just at the beginning of your movie, it'll fade in. So these are the ones that they give you. You can upload your own, but these are just the easiest to go with. So I usually choose like the playful one, and you turn on your theme music, and then you see that this green bar has just come up at the bottom. So now you have two different volumes to distinguish from. So I want to go back to where I did the fast forwarding thing. And it's also changed the cute little title thing that I had right there. So I want to click on that. So when I click on my video, I'm controlling that volume, and it's all the way off. But if I click on the green bar, now I'm controlling that volume, and it's really loud when you first get it in there. Really loud. So I'm going to click on the green bar, and I want it at like 30%. And that's better. So yeah, you can always put on filters. We did our titles, our opening, middle, closing, and then you can fade out. All right, I think that's about it. If you have any specific questions, you can email me, sydney.gilgo@cravenk12.org. Other than that, I think we're good. When you're done, you can edit your title. And then you want to click on the this middle button right here with the square with the arrow to the top, and you can save your video. It doesn't matter how you save it. I usually just save it as like a large file, and it'll save.